Hello viewers and welcome to yet another review. I am your host Archivist, and today we will be taking a look at the massive real-time strategy game Supreme Commander 2 for PC. This time around, Square Enix has decided to streamline the series in an attempt to make it more accessible. Will Supreme Commander capture the hearts and minds of real-time strategists, or confuse baffled newcomers into oblivion? With respect to the story of Supreme Commander 2, I will be brief. All in all, I found the narrative to be entirely uninteresting, and found myself really pushing myself to actually finish it. In the campaign mode, you are treated to some cutscenes to create a context for what you are fighting for. For example, the game begins with Dominic Maddox losing control of his own forces as the Cyber Nation moves in for the kill. Also unique to the campaign are mission objectives, which are outlined for the player during the briefing that precedes every mission. In these semi-cutscene moments, you, the player, are shown pictures of various characters as they talk to each other about the mission. It's no revolution in real-time strategy storytelling, but it gets the job done. Now we come to the most exciting aspect of this RTS, the gameplay. Supreme Commander uses primarily robotic-based units. There are no organic infantry in this game. While this may be a turn-off for some, this creates a believable explanation for the ability to mass-produce so many units from several factories at a time. Moreover, these robots can be built in huge numbers with a total population cap of 500. Of course, a more powerful unit may cost several population slots, but their size normally gives them a more imposing presence on the battlefield. The game also compensates for these large numbers with an advanced pathing system. Multiple units will move intelligently as a group, rather than awkwardly bumping into each other as individuals. Similarly to Solar Empire, a good commander will mix up his units to create the most potent combination. For example, you may choose to complement your frontline Rockhead tanks with some anti-air batteries in order to cover them from aerial assault. For more advanced players, there are the experimental units. These are powerful, expensive units that are far more durable than your regular tank. For example, this King Cryptor is capable of firing devastating ionic blasts from hand cannons, as well as holding tactical artillery missiles on his back. However, this Titanic Terror is not without an Achilles heel, as it has no anti-air capabilities and must therefore be supplemented with other units. Additionally, certain maps can support a naval force, giving the player even more tactical options. These powerful warships can bombard enemy structures and units from the safety of the sea. However, not all environments have a surrounding ocean. While some maps, such as this one, have a natural feel that creates a greater sense of immersion, maps such as this are far more abstract in appearance and create a much more linear gameplay experience. Also, the game uses a fairly intuitive research system that can be used to upgrade different sectors of your army. These come in the form of land, air, sea, structure, and ACU. Research points are automatically gained slowly over time, but can be sped up if you build research stations. Before we move on to the graphics, there is one very special unit that needs mentioning. The ACU is essentially your presence on the battlefield. It is a fairly sturdy fighter, capable of building structures very quickly, and warding off basic units. However, should this gigantic robot die, it will blow up in a devastating nuclear blast. Now to the graphics of the game, which are a bit of a mixed bag. While the more powerful units I feel are sufficiently detailed, smaller ones such as the Rockhead look a bit like plastic toys. Considering these are meant to be frontline tanks, they are not particularly imposing. However, this is understandable considering the scale of the game. The environments on the other hand can sometimes feel a bit empty. Textures on the ground can be very blurred, and there isn't much in the way of little details to make the environments feel more alive. However, the effects showcased in the game are superb, especially the nuclear explosions that cause massive destruction and scar the very landscape. Additionally, the ballistics fired by even the most basic units are well realised, and are not underwhelming as they so well could have been. Finally, we come to the lasting appeal of Supreme Commander 2, and I am pleased to say it does not disappoint. The very nature of the massive skirmishes allow them to be played many times before getting old. There are also 3 distinct races that the player can choose from, which adds further to the variation of the game overall. If you think your skills are up to it, you can even take the fight online and battle players across the world using your favourite faction. Quality of these fights can vary greatly depending on the person you're fighting, of course, but I found more often than not the matches were very enjoyable. In conclusion, Supreme Commander 2 is an excellent real-time strategy that I feel to be tragically underrated. I would recommend this game to those of you who enjoy massive battles and science fiction in general. I award Supreme Commander 2 for PC an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, see you next time.